it wasn't a switch and they have a Shadow Vic, Magnezone.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
They don't shield their victory bell. I think they thought it was a power-up punch and they just leave. I forgot about that. Oh my gosh, yeah. That was a hilarious match. Oh my gosh.
Let's settle down, class. It's time for a lesson.
Good morning, class. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a team that involves a bit of energy management, a good amount of safe swaps, and a lot of fun with Shadow Magnezone. So grab a seat and get ready for notes because it's time for a lesson. Just a quick reminder, if you want better grades in class, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure you ring that bell so you can be the first to know when there are new lessons. If you want to see how I battle live in GBL, please check me out at twitch.tv/SuperScienceSensei. I battle every day from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. PST. Hope to see you guys there. Okay guys, inside today's video, we're utilizing a team that uses one of my favorite mons to use inside GBL. You guys have seen it before, Shadow Magnezone. Now, the reason why we use this team is because we wanted to make sure that we could finish all 100 battles within the 6-hour time frame, which we were able to do by utilizing glassy Pokemon that when it wins matches, it wins fast, and when it loses matches, it also kind of loses fast. It's a very, very fun Pokemon to use. It's not the best Pokemon, it's not the worst Pokemon, but it sure is one of the funnest ones to use inside the entire game. The team works by having Hypno in the lead, which can deal with those annoying and pesky Nidoqueens. It also has play against both Azumarill by forcing it to lose a lot of HP and possibly shield depending on what they decide to do, and it can also threaten a lot of different mons as well. We have a Medicham safe swap in the back. Medicham is very, very strong in the meta. There are certain things that do give it trouble, but Medicham XL is very, very powerful. You notice the one that I'm using is a 12-15-15 because breakpoint wise it works out pretty darn well. And obviously we have a Shadow Magnezone for the big boy damage and hard carry in the back. So let's take a look at the video and let's see how these matches go. Okay, so in this first match, we have a Azumarill lead against us. Now, Hypno technically loses against Azumarill, but it's okay because we can just make sure we spam these Thunder Punches. One thing to note is because of how Confusion works, it's a 4-turn move. Against the Azumarill's 3-turn move, we want to just make sure that we hit 3 of them before we throw. They do a great catch with their Stunfisk there. And so we're going to switch though to their Medicham. Because the thing about Stunfisk against Medicham is even if it lands an Earthquake, the Earthquake is not enough to kill us. And because of how much damage we do with the Ice Punch, after getting hit by an Earthquake, the most it can do after that is going to be a Rock Slide, so we shouldn't need to use a shield. And also being relatively low, it should be okay unless they have Double Steal or something like that in the back. We take out that Stunfisk. They didn't get to the Earthquake. They were going for it. We get to a Psychic. That will kill the Azumarill if they don't shield. They do not shield, and that's dead Azumarill. So they have their own Hypno in the back. And Hypno actually does very, very well against the Medicham because the Confusions are big damage and neutral, and the counters are resisted. And that's a Shadow Hypno, so it hurts quite a bit. We want to make them use their energy and their shields on our Hypno. Even though it's just a Thunder Punch, because they only have 1 mon left, they knew it wasn't going to be a Shadow Ball, but they have to use the shield. Because if I have anything that remotely farms down like a Charmer, they'd be pressured too fast. At this point, we have our Shadow Magnezone, and there's no way that Hypno gets to 3 moves before we get to 2. So we're going to shield, we're going to build to 2 Mirror Shots, and it should be a GG from there. So that Confusion goes through. That's actually really poor throwing timing by my part, but it's okay because we still get to the move before they get to 2 extra moves. With that said, we take that first win, GG. In our second match, we have a Alolan Ninetales, and throughout Go Battle Night, I'm not sure about you guys, but I was kind of missing out on my first turn or two due to lag. As you saw there, my Hypno didn't do Confusion until a little bit later. And so we're going to get outpaced by this Alolan Ninetales. They have to be wary of the Fire Punch, so they're probably going to shield. And even if they don't shield, the damage of these 2 Thunder Punches right here would put them down before they take us out. We're definitely gonna get farmed down at this point, and they use 2 shields, so that's a heavy mistake. The reason why that's such a really such a bad situation. Wait, what? They have a Napoleon? Uh-oh. So we make sure that we farm up until they get to 4 4 waterfalls, and we get to throw the wild charge on the Napoleon. That's a dead Napoleon. We instantly mirror shot, double effective. That's a dead Ninetales, and now it's Medicham versus Medicham. Difference is my Medicham has 2 shields and theirs has none. I'm gonna shield in case they go for the Psychic, which they do, and now we're just gonna throw 2 Psychics and we win. We don't want to make the Magnezone go back in because that'll give them extra farm, and that's why we swap right away, and they realize the game's over. GG. Next match, it's Escavalier. Okay, so we're behind again. Escavalier, it's a weird situation because inside Great League, it's pretty squishy. They're scared of the Fire Punch, so they switch to an Obstagoon, which is amazing for us because counters are double effective. And even though they have Night Slash, the Night Slash is only neutral. We're going to be able to farm this guy completely down with just counters. Like, look how much the counters do. That's a dead Obstagoon. They have their Escavalier come in. We're not too scared of any move. Like the Mega Horn would kind of hurt, but Medicham XL is a tanky beast. So we're gonna throw a Psychic here, hoping that they shield, and they do shield. And we got the defense shop. That's really unlucky for them because now this Ice Punch could threaten if they don't throw right away. We shield because we want to threaten with that Ice Punch since we got to it. And I don't want to take counters on my Shadow Magnezone because Shadow Magnezone is very, very squishy. We are throwing the Ice Punch, they let it go through, and we counter take it out with a 1 HP Medicham. They have an Obama Snow to the left, and we're just gonna spam Mirror Shot because Mirror Shot's super effective, and because we're both Shadow, we're both gonna do lots of damage, but also take a lot of damage. And so look at that Mirror Shot, they realize it's over. Oh, I think they lagged right there after them. Oh, they gave up. I think they just gave up because they realized with how much HP and shields we have, that's a pretty GG. And we go to the Hypno just to make the game end a little bit faster. GG. Now they have a Politoed lead. Now this is actually probably a good spot to see the Politoed because we don't want Politoed against our Shadow Magnezone because even though we have an electric typing, Politoed gets to his moves very, very, very quickly. They try to catch Thunder Punch, but they go in just a little too early. They probably messed up their own timing due to the Mud Shot farm. And we go to our Medicham. They bait with Rock Slide, which is never the correct move. I don't think most Medichams are going to shield because the Earthquake doesn't KO. And because of how fast we can punch it down, there's no threat. Like, this could be an Earthquake right here, and we don't care. Like that Earthquake, we don't care. Punch, punch, punch. This is a Rock Slide. They don't get to the Rock Slide. Let's go. That is a Talonflame. That is scary. One thing to note with Talonflame, you definitely do not want your Shadow Magnezone on Talonflame. That did cost me quite a few games on Go Battle Night because when it flame charges, it can just farm you down and it's a bad day. Luckily for us, our Hypno's still healthy, and these Thunder Punches can look at those confusions. We're just gonna like farm it down. Yeah, the confusions do so much damage. And so the Politoed's still left. We have energy. We're going to Thunder Punch it like so. We switch to the Magnezone, and now they have to hit us with an Earthquake to win. We're gonna get to the Wild Charge. We still had a shield, and this is gonna 1-OHKO the Politoed. Goodbye! Yeah, Frogger don't get a jump today. Okay, 5th match, last one of the set. Hypno versus Shadow Hypno. So, a lot of times what you guys can do is just spam Confusions and hope to sneak one in on your opponent, like I just did right there. And if they throw a Shadow Ball, you don't die right away, but they don't have it. So one thing about Hypnos that are Shadow... Oh, they got a Confusion back. Yikes. One thing about Hypnos is that... oh my gosh, they don't even shield, so we're gonna farm it down. One thing about Shadow Hypnos is that they usually only have Fire Punch and Thunder Punch. So it's not always risky to just let it go. And even if they do land a Shadow Ball, you don't die. You get really close and you can land a Shadow Ball back at them. The Mana Buzz is really, really, really bad for my Hypno. Because it can just keep throwing, it can farm. Like, look how little damage that super effective Thunder Punch did. That was 2 of them, and it's still at half HP. Yeah, this, oh, Dark Pulse. Oh, the underfarmed, the other charge. That's really smart because they can take us out with the Snarls and now they have a lot of energy. We're at our Magnezone here. And I think for science, I want to take how much a Dark Pulse will do. It doesn't KO me. I get to save a shield for the Medicham. And by throwing this right here, they have the shield or die. They shield. We're going to shield back because this is a good matchup for us. They're not going to have enough energy to throw again. We're going to get to the mirror shot hopefully before they get to another move. And we do. Oh, wait. Oh, that is a Azumarill. So the thing about Azumarill at this situation, we just need to make sure we take out the shield. And now because we have a shield advantage, even if we take a Play Rough does not OHKO the Medicham. So we get to shield the first Play Rough. We can tank the second Play Rough. And we can just keep throwing sidekicks at this Azumarill. Medicham XL is very, very powerful. Like, I have a more offensively built Medicham, as you guys see, with a 12, 15, 15. But it's still going to perform well. Look how little damage this Play Rough is going to do. Look, that's healthy. Like, look how healthy you are. We weren't even at full when we took that Play Rough, and we're still not in bubble range just yet. We get the second psychic off. That's a dead Medicham, and we just punch Azumarill, and we just punch it out. GG. So that was a sweet 5-0 for the first set. We collect the rewards, and then we go to the next one. So as you guys see, it's stuck right there. That's not me hitting pause. That's just the lag we were having that night. Look at that. We see the Jellicent, a few confusions and hexes in. We're pretty sure this is Shadow Ball, but we can live just barely. And we can throw a Shadow Ball of our own, forcing them to shield. Like, look at that. It's Hypno, when it's not Shadow, is very, very bulky. Even with Shadow, it's still pretty bulky. And so we throw this Shadow Ball. They're scared of it. They're going to farm us down. And now we're in a weird position. Luckily for us, Magnezone, the Spark does a lot of damage. Medicham gets hard beat by this Jellicent. They don't Bubble Beam us, which is great. We farm, and I missed time there, right there. We're hoping that it's not Bubble Beam. They double Shadow Ball us, so we double shield. And at this point, because of how long it takes them to get energy, we know we can farm it down. And so now we have a lot of energy. We're throwing a Wild Charge, and that's a Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn is really good for my Medicham, but it's going to be really rough for my Magnezone. So we're going to throw one in. We still have one saved, and they have an Altaria. We're hoping that we can get to a second Ice Punch, but I think due to the pacing, they're going to Sky Attack us and kill us before we get to the point. We're going to hope to take away their shield here. Oh, we get to it. That's beautiful. That's a shield gone from Altaria. They definitely don't want to stay in. Yeah, there we go. And we will not make it to a third one for sure, because they're just going to throw Sky Attack. Our Medicham's gonna go to sleep. They perfectly farm us there. That's actually really good counting on their part. And they're gonna throw another move. We don't have any shields, but Sky Attack's double resisted and Moonblast isn't that bad. Look how little damage, even though we're Shadow. And so now, because they have no shields up, we're going to Wild Charge, slow it down, throw the Mirror Shot because I know they have Bullet Seeds. We cannot afford to farm here. And we hope that we can take out the Altaria before it takes us out. Even though we are debuffed like a mad lad, we barely make it to the Mirror Shot. And that's a dead Altaria. GG. Magnezone is a beast. Look how fast that is. Let's go. Next match, Obama Snow. So Obama Snow has to respect the Fire Punch, even though a lot of Hypnos don't carry Fire Thunder Punch unless it's Shadow. You still have to be wary of it because the Fire Punch will chunk it out. We don't have to be scared of most of its moves because they have to throw multiple moves against us to kill us. But the threat of Obama Snow is that it gains energy super fast. And I Papega just a little bit here because I could have just thrown the Thunder Punch because they're probably shielding. And yeah, that's a mistake. That is a mistake because look at that. I could have got to Thunder Punch bait into Shadow Ball, forcing the second shield, two shields. But instead, I get farmed down. And this is looking bad because that is a very farmed Obama Snow. They probably have another Weather Ball ready. Oh my gosh, they have another Weather Ball ready. So yeah, as someone that uses Obama Snow gets energy very, very quickly, and Weather Ball is very, very cheap. Look how much damage it does to us. And now we are in trouble. Swampert is a big problem for this team. Medicham on Swampert is really, really good if we're not almost dead. And if you look at our HP, we're almost dead. Okay, they tanked that though. we might be okay. We might be okay. We have to shield here and hope that it throws the energy and that our Magnezone can spark it down. Oh, that was risky. Okay, it's one shield. We have 0 shields though, so we're quite in a predicament. And I throw Psychic like a puppet. Like, what am I doing? Why do I throw Psychic on a Steel type? That's so bad. Look how squishy Magnezone is. Guys, remember when I said something about winning fast and losing fast? Look how fast we're gonna get farmed down by Mud Shot. That Mud Shot's not supposed to do that much damage, but when you're a Shadow Magnezone that's double weak to it, yikes. And they do a perfect stack swap, catching this right here. And now they have the energy on their Metachamp to just throw right away and kill our... on the stuff is to kill our Metachamp. We get disconnected there, but we lost that one. As far as the thing goes, that was over. GG, well played. Okay, so that's laggy. I don't even know what the lead was right there, and I see them switch to, like, I didn't think when I was playing that night, I don't think I even noticed they switched to the Mew. Regardless though, because I think they did switch out, I go to my Magnezone and I decide that my Hypno, since they were scared of it, I'm pretty sure my Hypno does well against it, right? So I know that's a Surf. I know that I don't die to it right away. So now I'm gonna go for these Mirror Shots to hopefully take away shields and or kill that Mew. They do lose both shields. And I'm not gonna make it because of these Shadow Claws. I'm pretty sure my Magnezone goes down right there. Yep. And luckily for us though, they shouldn't have 2 moves. Like, this at most is 1. That definitely was a wild charge. Great shield by me because that would have hurt like heck. And they go back into Metachamp. I think that was the lead. That's why they swapped out, because I don't know why you would want Metachamp to fight the Hypno. I have Shadow Ball, and because it's Psychic fighting, the Shadow Ball is going to be super effective. And they throw a Psychic against me instead of Ice Punch. Maybe they're Power Up Punch Psychic. They're going for some chip damage, and we get the Shadow Ball, and that is a dead Metachamp. I know they have a Mew, and they have an Azumarill, so this is going to be a little rough. I feel like if we can hit the Thunder Punch and weaken the Azumarill, because of how low its HP is now, and since we do not die to a singular play rough, we can take it out with Psychics. If this doesn't have play rough, it's gonna be a Hydro Pump, and it is Hydro Pump. So from here, I don't think an Ice Beam will kill us, but it might be very close. We just got 2 bubbles, and we hope that this Psychic does enough damage. Because we're offensively weighted, we can throw Ice Punch to kill it. 2 right here is a... Oh, what a... Okay, so I got lucky there. I tapped the Ice Punch, but because the game was lagging, it didn't count. I think I still could have won with my Hypno due to the confusion damage, but basically the game glitched out in my favor that time. Sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes we get lucky, you know? Like, that was a mistake, but you know, we'll take those. We take those. Okay, as you guys see, once again, Go Battle Night, there was quite a bit of lag, and I thought that was a switch because how the Pokeball went, but it wasn't a switch, and they have a Shadow Vic. And I am a little worried because Bastiodon, Magnezone can win, but it's about the shielding situation. They don't shield their Victory Bell. I think they thought it was a power-up punch, and they just leave! I forgot about that match! Oh my gosh, yeah. I'm pretty sure they're probably, they realized that without their Shadow Vic, they can't take out my Hypno? No, I don't know. Maybe they had double steal, maybe? I'm not 100% sure there, but that was a hilarious match. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we just got that. Okay, last match of the set. This is game 5. Alolan Ninetales once again. We're hoping that we don't lag to start here. We can see the numbers. That's great. And there we go. Not lagging because I reset the app for this. Whenever you guys feel like you're lagging, sometimes resetting the app will help you out inside GBL. We're not too scared of the... Oh my gosh, hit it with a Dazzling Gleam. So that's actually a big damage move. But because it's a big damage move, once again, it's going to be scared of the Fire Punch. And so they shield at least once. And then we're going to throw it again because Weather Ball is coming. Weather Ball is coming. And I don't know why people double shield their Alolan Ninetales. I feel like that's not the correct play. I could be wrong, but I really don't think that's usually that smart. Because now they're down 2 shields. I'm not scared of a singular weather ball. I'm gonna be scared of the second one, but what's gonna happen here is that I'm just gonna shield here and go for farm. This could be a misplay by my part, but I feel like that's generally better. I got to like 100 energy here, and I zap it all the way down for the third weather ball. That's great. Now they have no shields, and I have a fully loaded Magnezone. You guys know what that means? Wild charge. Wild charge. Look at that Medicham, guys. Oh, and they have an Azumarill, and we have a shield, and you guys know how this goes. Once again, we don't die to a singular play rough. You need at least 2 play roughs to beat us. We have a shield, and so that means we can psychic, shield, psychic, and just keep punching, and we will win this duel. Medicham actually can counter Azumarill when it's XL. You see, we don't die to a singular play rough. Like, I saved the shield even, right? And you see, they can't bubble us down from here. We have too much HP. XL Medicham actually a beast, and they gotta throw another move. We're gonna let our Medicham go down because the spark will kill it faster, right? So zip, zap, GG. Now I'm gonna give a preface though beforehand. Though the team did really well here, it's not the most consistent team, but it is a lot of fun, and it does get your matches done pretty darn quick. I would suggest, if you guys want to have a fun team that can do quite a bit of work, this is a really fun team to use. There are better teams out there for sure, but if you guys want to have fun with Shadow Magnezone and you want to practice your energy management, you want to practice your sack swaps, and you want to make sure you have a fun time, this team's super fun, and I would highly suggest you guys try it out. Now with that all said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Class is dismissed.